के महिला लोग हैं ना, वो बहुत
Well, a step forward, a step backwards. That's how things are panning out for the Indian benchmark indices. The Nifty today is taking a cut. Hello and welcome. This is the Market Wrap. I am Agam Vakil. We've seen benchmarks come off by quite an extent. And in terms of gainers and losers, we are looking at Tata Motors and Wipro along with Cipla, well, advancing in trade. But if you leave those aside, we really haven't seen too much in advances. Well, on losing end, Bharti Airtel, Hindalco Industries, Asian Paints and TCS all bearing down on the index, all significant heavyweights too, including HDFC Bank, which is also down 2.2%, and perhaps the reason why we're seeing that weakness on the index. On the broader markets, the picture on the NSE 500 isn't very different from what we've seen in the National Stock Exchange as a whole. 2 gainers for 3 losers, but Indiabulls real estate standing out. We have the likes of Jammu and Kashmir Bank, PC Jeweler, Praj Industries, Rain Industries, Godfrey Phillips all advancing in trade. On the losing end, something like a Lakshmi Vilas Bank down 4.4%, DLF Century Plyboards on a CLSA downgrade, Reliance Home as well as LIC Housing Finance also declining. But on that note, I'm going to get in our markets editor Neeraj Shah for his thoughts. Neeraj, what's the perspective here?
Well, as you said, one day up, one day down. It's becoming quite difficult to predict what the index could do on any given day. Yesterday, the world markets weren't exactly gung-ho, but we were up 1%. Today, the world markets aren't exactly down and out, but we're down about 1% as well. And quite a bit of activity happening as a trend in the last 1.5 hours of trade. The interesting thing that I saw, and I saw you mark today, was what's happening to VIX as well, right? While if we was talking about how it's at heady levels and therefore should come off at some point of time, it's only continue to move up even further. So that's the interesting thing that we saw today. Volumes were high. We had some bulk deals as well. It'll be interesting to see what the FIs do, but it'll also be very, very interesting to see what DIs are doing in the last few days. Almost every single day we are saying getting a sell number from the domestic institutional investors. So that's the other key monitorable in the sessions over the next few. But big day tomorrow, elections get underway. We officially enter the volatile season. That's right. Let's see how we handle that.
Well, I would like to say exciting times, but I'm not sure if I should. But Neeraj, thanks for that perspective out there. But in terms of stocks, once again, what are we watching out for? Which ones stood out? And there was some of the relatively smaller names which we did. And on that note, I'm going to get in Sharad Dubey to take us through those which have made it on his list. Sharad, what are you tracking today?
Yes, today Praj Industries came up with, the news was pretty good. The stock was up almost 8%. Now, if you see over here, the stock went up almost 8% and ended the day at around 6%. It's highest in a week. This is based on the news that it has signed a construction license agreement with US-based Gevo to commercialize technology of production for hydrocarbon products. Now, Agam, this is actually an EPC kind of a contract which will be done by the company. The second stock was Tata Sponge, which was up by almost 3% today. If you see, the stock was up 3% and ended the day around 2.5%. It's highest in past 7 trading sessions. This is based on the news that the company has completed the acquisition of this steel business and also the captive power plants for Usha Martin. This is the cash consideration will be around 4,094 odd crore rupees. And lastly, the third stock, Agam, we are talking about is Greaves Cotton. The stock went up almost 5%. Its highest levels in 8 months. This is based on the media reports stating that the company is set to roll out lithium-ion scooters. So basically, the company will provide technology to a Coimbatore-based startup, Ampere Vehicles, which will actually be launching the scooters. The company has a stake of around 67% stake in Ampere, which they had bought for around 77 odd crore rupees in 2018. So these 3 stocks were actually buzzing in this mid-cap space today, Agam.
Okay, fair enough, Sharad. Thanks for bringing us that list of stocks which we can keep an eye on. Of course, remember, as Neeraj has already pointed out, we are officially heading into results season, and we can expect that volatility perhaps can be attributed as a reason to that spike in the VIX too. But moving in, we are going to get plenty of developments with respect to the same, and of course we will also have the earnings season upon us, so plenty of factors to watch out for. On that note, it's a wrap on the markets, but lots more lined up. Stay tuned to Bloomberg Quint.